Hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be me a tutorial. Hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be me a tutorial. Hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and here is the title. So I'm gonna be hello, this is Charles from ComputerHart3003, and okay. Now we'll put hello world, and then we'll put to my first website. Okay, so basically what this means is this defines as HTML head, and then only this goes in here, and then my first website, header 1, header 2, and paragraph. So make sure you always close it with a / like here. Okay, so that's just something else. That's mine. Okay, this is. I was just let me find the folder that I was gonna save it in. I'll just save it to desktop. So, and make sure you put .html at the end, and then it'll save as an HTML document. Okay, so wherever it is. So now we have to go into it, and okay, so just use Firefox. Okay, so we have my first website, hello world, and welcome to my first website. So that is the very start, and notice that right here it says my first website because we put it in right here. Okay, so now that we have that, Now we're gonna add some style. And I'm sorry if this is kind of not so good. This just the way the broadcasting is. It's my first live stream. I had to have a delay because I wasn't sure how to use this. Okay, so I'll put H1, and now I'll put font family, Arial, font size 40 pixels, and then color. Sorry if there's noise in the background. My dad's watching TV, and my pig dog is scratching on the door. Okay, now I'll make this for H2. I'll do impact. Sorry, typo. And then I'll do 35 pixels, and then I'll do okay, now I'm gonna show you how to add a solid background for the entire screen, and then I'll do background, and then I'll just put I'll do purple. So basically what this means is a font family is a font face, and font size, which is a size, and the color for the text. And then I could give H1 its own background, and I'll do try orange. Save that. I just did control save, so now let's go into it, and see, now this is blue and has an orange background. The solid background is purple. This is green, and this is the paragraph isn't styled yet, so we give that a style. So I'm actually not rather do Arial, and then font size 20 pixels, and then I'm gonna add some letter spacing to make it look nicer. 3 pixels. Okay, and I'll try color. Just do white. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We have the white text. This is a second header, so I'm gonna change this to here is my HTML and CSS site. Okay, so now we have this. Now I'd like to add some more content, but I'll just go to open a new window. Google.com. Sorry if my computer's slow. I have a lot of programs running. Okay. Yeah, I'll do this. Because this is just a random text. You won't understand what it is, because neither do I. Okay, I'll just copy this, and this is going to be the text. Basically, I learned from that if you use a random text generator, then it helps the user. It helps pay attention to the graphics and colors and interface, and not the content. If you put something that's readable. Okay, so just get rid of these, because if we have these, it could overlap. I'm not sure what will happen, but okay. So now we have the header and everything. So Now we're going to take it to the next level. I'm going to give this now I'm going to add a professional layout. So I'm going to do margin left, auto, margin. Okay. Now padding. Okay, so margin is basically space around the content and the entire element. Padding is how much space in between the text or the content and the element itself. So I'll do 10 pixels for padding, and yeah, so and then I want to give this 60%. So now watch what happens. But first I have to put in, because anything here has its own style here, so I'm going to put div class, because I'm using it. I could put this, because div could be pretty much anything, but instead now I could just do this, but still consider it a div. So I'll just put header. Oh, and if you're wondering where I got all this information from about HTML, w3schools.com. Okay, so now this and this is in the header, and notice that there's a little bit more space, and we could even add give the padding 30 pixels. If it doesn't enlarge and there's a problem, well, it's I'll have to see what that is, but I'll get rid of the padding for now, but that would make some space around the content. Now we're gonna put content, and then I'll just do 60 pixels again. I meant percent, sorry. And then yeah, I guess that's what I'll do, and then I can give it, or actually I'll do okay, I'm gonna do H3, and then I'll give that sorry, that's my pig dog again. And then it's really crazy, it's a really crazy dog, so that's why I call it a pig. 2 pixels, and then never mind, and then color black. Wow, because it's just a preference that I like to put this here, and then this will go here. So now I'll just put introduction. Sorry, but the thing is that it closes and you can't have it overlap. So now I'll put content. Let's see what happens. So again, sorry if this isn't that good. The broadcasting isn't that good. It's because I had trouble with the broadcaster itself, and I had to have a delay, so I apologize about that. So see, now we have this background right here. So now I'm gonna center this. So it's this again, so I can center it, and then okay, so now it's in the center, and I'm gonna give this a nicer color. Instead of black, I'll do let's try dark blue, actually light blue. put it twice. Okay, can't see it, so I'll just do dark blue. So now, so yeah, it looks kind of cramped. It looks like everything's like packed together. So I'm gonna put padding and 12 pixels. Let's try that. Hopefully it goes through and renders. Okay, that's good. Sorry, that's just TV. My dad's watching television. Okay. So this is better. And I'm gonna make the H3 a little bit bigger, so I'll do a 30 pixels. Okay. So now this is what we have so far. So it's just a basic website, and probably in the next tutorial I'm gonna have content, pictures, videos, maybe videos, images, and just more content and just more stylish things. But like before I end this, so it's not over yet, I'm gonna add a navigation. So instead of just having this page as the only page you'll ever be, I'm gonna have a few pages, and just excuse me for all the things I have here. It's just my website, which I will show. Okay, that's just, if it's not here, then I'm gonna have to attempt later. Oh, it's right here. Oh, sorry, wrong one. It's probably this one. Okay. So now, basically what I'm gonna do is paste it, and I'm copying the entire thing. I'm gonna put media, and there's not gonna be any media for now. This is just an example, and then I'll do a contact, and then learn more. So now for media, it's just like this. So now I have to put navigation, because this is gonna be a navigation. So I'll just do background, and then I'll do padding 16 pixels, and then obviously I need to center it. Now margin right, auto. Okay. Now, actually, this is gonna be CSS3. It's just a bigger, it's just a third version. I believe, I'm not sure, so it might be a third version of CSS. So I'm gonna do border, because in the next tutorial I'm gonna have. If you don't know about borders, in the next tutorial I will have. It will be about borders. So I'll do 7 pixels. Now I'll do a dot nav, and then link. Okay, right here I have some fonts. I'm not sure what this is. What font? One that's browser safe. Hopefully this is browser safe. I'll just do a Okay, so right now I'm actually gonna take you on to another site. I'm gonna go colorhex.com. Sorry, there's an error. My slow computer. Actually, this computer's here. It is right here. Actually, this computer is usually fast, but because I have so much programs opened, it's slow. So colorhex.com just gives you colors, and instead of just putting the name of the color, you can just copy these codes and paste it into your HTML document, and it should be recognized. So I'll do like the more like indigo. Okay, let's try this. So I'll do a for background. I'm actually gonna do the code, and then sorry, wrong window. Try this color. Okay, I think it's good. Text. One more thing, cause text decoration, cause sorry, I'm misspelling. So text decoration will stop it from being underlined, cause it's a link. Okay. So now I have to change this to visited. Hover's my favorite one. I'll show you what it is. Okay, so this is gonna be underline. Now I have to go here and copy this to each one of these. Sorry, I forgot to do this. Okay. Now I have to put div class is navigation, and then I'll do a class equals nav. Now href is I'll do home. I had media. So there's not actually going to be media because I don't know what to put for the content. And then a nav href contact. And then learn more. Sorry. Okay, this is the first page, so see how it is. Okay, so it's not perfect yet, and the reason that is because something I forgot. Width 60% again. Sorry, 60%. Now I need to copy and paste it to the other one. I'm just using key controls when I save in everything, so if you just get confused, just key controls. Now copy and paste this into here. Okay, so now that we have that done, let's see how it went. Okay, so it's not perfect yet, but it works. Hopefully, yeah, it works. But just so you know, since it's a different page, you can change. So I can take something out and it'll change. So the next tutorial we'll get not only more advanced, but also more detailed, but we're still not done yet. Guess what? Still not done yet. So I'll just put, actually I'm going to put only for the navigation, for the A tags. 14 pixels. 14 pixels again. Now I'm going to just paste it into each one of these. So this way, because these seem to be kind of close, I can let them go far away from each other. That way it's easier to read if it has, like, learn more, how it has 2 words in the navigation. Okay. Okay, so I think they moved a little. Oh, I didn't save all. Because they should have moved a little. Okay, now these are farther away. So I'm actually going to take out their rounded corners because I don't like it. And yeah, rounded corners is border radius. So yeah, sorry, I have other code and HTML documents from other projects. So yeah, I have been doing HTML development for I think like 3 years. So it has a different width, and I'm gonna fix that right here. Sorry, is it? Oh wait, it's desktop. Sorry, forgot. So see, I have to change this on all of these because okay, sorry, I was just getting carried away. So right now I have to put, I'm gonna add a container. Okay, this container is basically just going to contain the entire site. And the reason that is because that way every element will be even. Okay, so now that that's done, okay, so now that I took that out, I gave it a container, I can actually get rid of a lot of this in the width. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a background. So I'm gonna go to color hex again, and I'm gonna go with a bluish background. Copy and paste it. Wow, I just downloaded Chrome today because I never felt like I was just using Firefox and Edge. I'm sorry if you can't hear me because I was talking away from the microphone. Okay. 13 pixels, and so now let's see the website. Okay, now everything is together. And notice how when I hover it, it creates the underline, and then it also stays when it's active. So I'm gonna end this tutorial soon, but I'm not gonna add it all the detail from the home page to all these, so I don't want to take up too much time. So I'm gonna wrap this up by explaining all of this. So HTML defines everything. Head is for what you should see here, and then style, it can go here, and then you have to display the tag, put it down here, and then it automatically shows the style because it's all linked up. And then when you have something, it has to close before making anything else, otherwise it'll overlap. And if you have in the first div should, when I like highlight it, it should be like this. So this one should be closing this one, so it doesn't overlap, and it's all fair throughout the website, and it keeps it clean. And the last thing I want to another thing I want to show is it's almost the last thing, is that like if you want to add a link, just remember it's A, and A is for link tags class, means I'm using it again because see, I put class, and when it comes to divs I only have to put a dot, and then instead of just putting like div, I could just put dot just so it's quicker, but it's still a class, so I still have to put class. And then href is how you target the website, the external document. And then I put the name of it .html. If it's CSS, which we're not doing right now, it'd be CSS. And I'm gonna have pictures and borders and more complicated stuff and more detailed stuff in the next tutorial. And if if you ever need any help, So I have my website right here. One of them is right here, and so if you go reference the URL is bit I meant tiny dot cc slash gigacompute 3003. Here, I'll write it down. Let me just get rid of this. So and since it's a website, okay, this would be the link. Let me enlarge it so you can see. This would be it. And so yeah, and then I have HTML introduction, and then yeah, I have all this, and then here's a link for Notepad++, and then I have the CSS3 examples, and that's just the rounded corners again, and even gradients, which I'll show you later. So here they are right here, and a little bit of CSS. So yeah, that's live. I also have multimedia software for solutions and design software, and then uh, my other website for ComputeHeart3003, because this is GigaCompute3003. Here's ComputeHeart3003, and ComputeHeart3003 is less development and design, and more like tricks. So yeah, I have this because this is for yeah the live stream, which hopefully is working well. And then I have like hardware help, and then downloads, and a little bit of this. So yeah, and so I have like yeah like tricks for computers. It's ComputeHeart3003. So sorry, I'm getting confused. So Giga Compute 3003 right here is the other website with the CSS, and Computer 3003 is this website right here. So this has been Computer 3003 on how to create a website in HTML and CSS. Sorry again for the last time if the broadcasting wasn't good and there was a delay. So hopefully this went well, and there will be a next tutorial. So I'm gonna end this right now. So it's great having this tutorial. So yeah, I'll see you next time.